Come on in, have a seat, man. We're gonna do a lot of videos like this in the future, just for me to get my thoughts out on a lot of players. Everybody's not gonna be able to get a film session, but I do want to cover a bunch of guys. So that means putting my, putting my thoughts and opinions out on there. So these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts on Brian Burns, edge guy from Florida State. Just to kind of, scout report him a little bit. Just my quick take. So I've been hearing a lot of hype about him in the draft world, draft community, and my Facebook group, Lombardi's Draft Talk, and some people wanted to know my thoughts and opinions on him. So I took a look at him. I watched a bunch of games because I wanted to make sure I was right. I started off with Virginia Tech. I ended up with Miami, 2018 and 17 Miami. I got into a Clemson game. I watched Alabama, Florida. Watched a lot of stuff on Brian Burns, right? And what I came from that with, first of all, like, he's gonna be like a big measurables guy. Some team is gonna fall in love with his size. He's 6'5", nice little build, long, and he can bend. He does have natural athletic ability, but he's still a ball of clay to me. Now, being a ball of clay ain't necessarily a bad thing. You can be a ball of clay and be molded into the right thing. But then, your clay molder could be trash and you could, fall to that. You know what I mean? So I don't really have a good idea of how good Brian Burns will be. But something that he does have is that he has length, he has twitch, he has natural pass rush ability. He got a nice little bend, a nasty little spin move, right? But he's missing the polish to kind of tie it all together. He's missing, pre-snap rushing with a plan. If this doesn't work, how can I counter with this? Putting moves together, you know what I mean? Like those types of things. I need him to identify the run a little better too. He kind of gets lost in the run sometimes, but that's fine. That'll come with a little more experience. Like the more people run against you, the more you figure out how to run and stop people. But as far as he's up some down. He's up sometimes and he's down sometimes. Plenty bright spots. But man, when it's bright, it's bright. When it's bright, it's blinding, right? Like, if you end up watching like a highlight tape, like a Brian Burns highlight tape, you'll be blown away with him. You'll be blown away with him. But I don't always encourage your final report being based on a highlight tape. Take a look at everything. If this was just a Brian Burns highlight tape, it's the first overall pick. But he's up and down a little bit, so we just need to take that into consideration. I like how he uses his jab move, but like I said earlier, he kind of got to use that and learn how to set up other moves with it. So jab, jab, jab. Plant my foot, swim over the top. Jab, jab, jab. Spin, elbow. Spin back inside. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna have to learn nuances of the game, and I think that's what's gonna separate most of these ends in this class. I'm looking at guys like Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, Cleveland Farrell, Montez Sweat, Jakai Polite, Jalen Ferguson. It's a lot of guys, right? And when you're looking at Brian Burns, I mean, you could easily be put in the Josh Allen conversation, or you could be put in the Zach Allen conversation. You know what I mean? Something else about Brian Burns. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm just kind of going to say it again. I need him to get off blocks a little better. I need him to be more aware on, just getting rid of defenders. Sometimes getting rid of blockers, my bad. Sometimes defenders get so caught up in the fight. They get so caught up in the fight. Like, their job as defensive football players is to find the ball carrier and tackle him. But sometimes, you know, these D linemen, they'll get so caught up in the fight with the offensive linemen that that they won't necessarily find the ball carrier very well. You know what I mean? So that's just some criticism, just some things that I need Brian Burns to work on. He could be great. I don't know. We'll see. I think it really depends on what team picks him up. You know, like if you put him with the Ravens or something, like there's a lot of guys in that room that can help him. You know, that can help him kind of, you know, turn into the guy he needs to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's a lot of guys that could, you know, they could use a guy like him, man. Plenty guys. You know, San Francisco maybe, but who knows? We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you, man. You know, if anything changes, trust me. I'll be the first one to come out with a follow-up video to get those thoughts and opinions out. But, you know, until then, man, that's it. Hey, like this video, man. Go in the comment section. Tell me what you think about Brian Burns. You know, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop random ass videos in the middle of the week just like this, or the weekend for that matter. And just talk to me, man. Let me know what you think, man. I got a Discord too. Like, that's in the description. Go join my Discord, man. We got a lot of talk up in there about a bunch of different topics, man. It's not just football. It's a little bit of everything up in there. So go in there and join that thing too. Till next time, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey is free. Salute. YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute.